So Offerpad are going public. That's super interesting. So Offerpad is basically one of the iBuyers out there, kind of like similar to Zillow offers, Redfin now, and Open Door. And let's see what they're saying. So Offerpad to go public in $3 billion blank check merger deal. So again, some of the SPAC deal, right? Special purpose acquisition companies. So let's see what they're saying. Home selling platform Offerpad said on Thursday it would go public through a merger with a blank check company in a deal that values the equity of the company to $3 billion. Wow, that's amazing. Let's read about Offerpad a bit. So Offerpad, Spencer leads SPAC deal to acquire. Oh wow, and who's leading that SPAC if not ex-Zillow CEO and founder Spencer Raskoff? Wow, I didn't know that. That's super interesting actually. Let's see what we have on Offerpad. It's pretty interesting. I mean, look, Offerpad founded at 2015. I mean, imagine that, 5-6 years, and you build such an amazing company. It's super inspiring, to be honest. So let's read some more about that. And Spencer, by the way, he used to be the CEO of Zillow. He left Zillow, and let's see. It looks like they're talking about it right now. So Offerpad said on Thursday it will go public. The deal with Zillow co-founder Spencer Raskoff backed Supernova Partners Acquisition Company Inc. will fetch $650 million in proceeds for Offerpad. That's amazing. Wow, $650 million extra to play with, not too bad. This includes a private investment of $200 million from affiliates of Supernova, funds managed by BlackRock, which is one of the largest funds out there, Home Builder, Taylor Mason, Home Corp, and others, as investors bet on the digitalization of the 1.6 trillion residential real estate market. Supernova stock was down nearly 2% on Thursday. That's the super interesting sector that is going through right now. A lot of people believe that, and it looks like we're going there. Like in the future, we're going to buy and sell real estate in a matter of few clicks, which is pretty much what all those iBuyers are trying to achieve. There's still a lot of human involvement in there, especially the agents who are dealing with the buyers and sellers. But I mean, we're getting there. It's super inspiring. Offerpad, which expects revenue of $1.4 billion in 2021, said the company will be listed in the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker OPAD after the deal closes. I mean, wow, getting listed in the New York Stock Exchange after like 5-6 years in the business at such valuation, I mean, how better can it get? It's pretty fascinating. And all they're doing, the interesting part is that all they're doing is they're buying and selling real estate, like wholesalers out there. Like when you see, a lot of wholesalers out there, like putting signs of, hey, we'll buy our business. That's pretty much what they're doing. But they're doing it at a scale. They basically handle it like a tech company. They raised capital from a lot of investors. And it's super fascinating to also see that there are a lot of very similar companies. So you have Open Door. Let's read about Open Door. So Open Door, founded in 2014, right? A year earlier than Offerpad, right? And then you have, let's see, Redfin Now. When did they founded? So Redfin Now, testing Redfin Now services to Let's Buy. So it looks like Redfin started their Redfin Now in 2017. So it's pretty interesting. So basically, you see startups like Open Door and Offerpad starting with the iBuyer model. And then as soon as like competitors in that space see potential, they start right away, right? Because if you see Zillow offers, when did they start? I think just like a year ago. So yeah, I think around like 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty fascinating. And I think they're growing the fastest, right? Because they have the real estate of having the marketplace of having Zillow. So a lot of people come to Zillow to just look at real estate, buy and sell real estate. And now Zillow comes to them and basically tell them, hey, would you just like to sell your real estate, of course, instead? But who knows? We might do it as well with their businesses. So let's read more about it a bit. So Offerpad, which expect revenues of $1.4 billion. Wow. Said the company will be listed in the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so he said that. The platform, let's see what they're doing. Offerpad provides an online platform for selling and buying homes. Sellers can upload photos and videos for a virtual tour, a feature that have been gaining popularity during the global pandemic. So they're very similar to Zillow, just that Zillow is pretty much now bigger than, it feels like almost bigger than all the real estate market. Like when you say Zillow, it's like real estate. When you say real estate, it's Zillow. But it looks like they're doing the same, right? The platform also buys homes from owners, renovates them, and lists the properties for sale. So they buy real estate, they renovate it, and then they list it and try to sell it right away. They basically flip real estate, right? Like every wholesaler is doing out there. but they raised billions of dollars to do it. So guess what? You have a big company when you do it at scale. The company plans to use the capital raised to expand behind its current presence in over 900 cities across the United States and to flip homes in a higher price range. That opened of its price range is now typically $400,000 and it will go to $1 million. Brian Bear, founder and chief executive at Offerpad, says blank check firms or special purpose acquisition companies raise capital through an initial public offering to buy private firms. So like I said in some of my other videos, blank check companies, especially special purpose acquisition companies, SPACs, they're listing a company that the sole purpose of this company is to go out there and find a company. And I think within 18 months, if they're not buying companies, they're even sending back the money to the investors. Money raised through SPAC IPOs so far this year has already overtaken the $83 billion wow they raised in all 2020 according to the SPAC research. Open Door Technologies, another home selling platform, also went public through a SPAC deal at a valuation of $4.8 billion. So pretty interesting, right? They're bigger. And Open Door did it with Chamath Palihapitiya, which is pretty much the guy who got SPAC back into cool again, making SPAC cool again. You should probably have like a sign, hey, right? Making SPAC cool again, because before that, I mean, no one heard about it almost. Like I remember when I used to talk about SPACs with people, like special purpose acquisition companies, they didn't know what I'm even talking about. Right? They're like, what are you talking about? What is it? Why are you not just going public normally? Right? And now it's became the coolest thing to do. And it doesn't sound like, but you need a lot of capital to go out there and go public nowadays with SPACs. Let's hear about another deal. So we have update, insurer Hartford Fields takeover bid from Chubb. Interesting. So property and casualty insurer Hartford Financial Services Company said on Thursday it has received a takeover bid from a larger rival Chubb, which would create an insurance behemoth worth $100 billion. Wow, not too bad, eh? Hartford, the board of directors, is carefully considering the proposal with the assistance of its financial and legal advisors and will act in the best interest of shareholders, of course, long term. Insurer said in a statement of Bloomberg News reported on talks. The Hartford did not disclose financial details of Chubb after the shares rose 19% to close at 68. Wow, pushing its market value past 24 billion. Imagine that, eh? You have a business worth so many billions and then the price goes like 90% up. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad of a day for you as a shareholder, especially if you want a nice chunk of the equity in there. A deal between the Hartford and Chubb would be the biggest in the sector since AON PLC, 30 billion acquisitions of Willis Towers. Wow, 30 billion. Look at those number of acquisitions. It's pretty inspiring when I'm reading those things. I won't lie. I mean, you know, we're helping and we're working on deals doing between 1 to 20, 30 million a year usually. But when you see those billions, man, that makes you think, make you dream. Let's see what else we have today on acquisition news. So Goldman eyeing JetBlue's credit card business. Interesting. So what we're talking about here, Goldman Sachs Group is in talks with JetBlue Airways Corp to take over its credit card program. Wall Street Journal reported Thursday, citing people familiar with the matter. I mean, Goldman Sachs are all over the place, right? They're damn. Like Goldman is competing against Barclays PLC, which is the current issuer of JetBlue's credit cards, and is in the talks with low-cost airline to hold on the deal. Imagine that, Airways company with a credit card. Pretty interesting. JetBlue contract with Barclays does not end for roughly another 3 years, and the airline may decide to stick with the British bank, according to the report. Goldman declined to comment on the matter, while JetBlue did not immediately respond to the Reuters request for comment. This move of Goldman is the largest in a string of initiatives by the bank to reduce its reliance on volatile trading and investment banking businesses and shift its focus towards a consumer banking unit. Pretty interesting. The Wall Street Bank in February launched Marcus Invest, an automated wealth management platform to invest customer fund across managed portfolios. Cool. So yeah, let's finish with that. Those are kind of like, at least for me, the most interesting news from today. Let's see if we have some more interesting stuff here. Let's see what we have here. Let's see if we missed anything else. BNP investing Orange, right? That's cool. Arbor shares, the National Grid PE by PPL. I mean, nothing kind of like famous. I just like to read the famous companies, deals that I'm really familiar with, the companies that I'm really familiar with. Another SPAC raised 400 million in an IPO. Coinbase. I like to hear about Coinbase. Let's see what they say. So Coinbase valuation pegged at 68 billion ahead of landmark US listing. Let's see what we have here. Coinbase, the largest US cryptocurrency exchange, said on Wednesday recent private market transaction and valued the company at around 68 billion this year ahead of planned stock market listing. So they're going public. They're going public, or they already went public. Let's see. I think the IPO valuation under how perceived value of Coinbase has railed in lockstep with the surge of price cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Look at what's going on with Bitcoin, man. It's going crazy, man. What do you think? Where do you think we're going to be in a year from now? Let me know in the comments below on Bitcoin. In regulatory filing, Coinbase said its stock in the private market traded at weighted average price of 343. In the third quarter, Coinbase stock traded around 28. What else we have here on Coinbase? Let's see if there's something interesting. Latest valuation at 53 times its revenue. Think about that. Like, we were buying companies at 2 times, 3 times multiples of profits. When you see those public companies that grow crazy, 53 times revenues, and most of those companies are not even profitable because they're raising capital. They basically go to venture capital firms. They tell them, hey, I want to raise $1, and they're only making like 80 cents. So they're raising hundreds of millions. They're raising like $100 million, and they only make $80 million in revenues, right? Obviously, they're in a growth trajectory. They want to control the market and blah, blah, blah. But it's just insane to see those valuations, 53 times revenues. Crazy. The latest filing from Coinbase also signals heightened confidence that the listing will be approved by regulators. A successful listing by Coinbase, whose business is primarily focused on digital currencies, which represent a landmark victory for cryptocurrency, advocates vying for endorsement, and some more stuff. Okay, Bitcoin continues to surge, hits record high of 61,000. Low and high sell, cool. Confidentially submit paperwork with the US regulator. Anyway, they're going public. Crazy valuation, crazy milestone for the cryptocurrency world and Bitcoin. We'll see where that goes. Anyway, let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to expand on more of those deals and thoughts and whatnot. I like to read them anyway. Maybe some of you like to go through it with me as well. So, and just hear my comments and hear my thoughts and my point of view. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.